Do you wake up feeling drained, unmotivated, or weaker at the gym, even though you're only in your 25s or 30s? Maybe you've noticed your energy slipping, your focus fading, or your drive just isn't the same anymore. I want you to hear me. Clearly, this is not just normal aging. As a urologist, I've seen countless men come into my office with these exact complaints. And in most cases, the real issue is that their testosterone's being silently drained. The truth is, your body is capable of so much more than what you're feeling right now. And here's the hopeful part. You are not stuck this way. These symptoms are not permanent. In fact, they're often triggered by small everyday habits, especially what you're putting into your body first thing in the morning. The drink you start your day with could be quietly lowering your testosterone. Once you know what it is, you can take back control. Testosterone production in your body is far more delicate than most men realize. It's not just about your testicles producing the hormone, it's a whole chain of communication that starts in your brain, travels through chemical signals, and is influenced by how healthy your liver is, how steady your blood sugar remains, and even how stressed you feel. Think of it like a control tower at an airport directing planes. The brain is giving the orders, the testicles are the engines. But if the weather conditions your liver, your blood sugar, your stress hormones, your os, stormy, then the flights can't take off on time. And here's the part you must understand. Your morning is a critical reset window. This is when your body naturally sets the foundation for your testosterone levels for the entire day. If you give your system calm, steady conditions, testosterone has the chance to rise the way it should. But if you start your day with the wrong drink, you throw chaos into that control tower. A big hit of sugar from fruit juice, or a caffeine and chemical overload from an energy drink floods your body with stress signals, or a blood sugar surge at the exact moment your testosterone should be climbing. It's like trying to build a strong house on a shaky foundation. It simply doesn't hold. I know this can be confusing, because you might think it's just coffee with flavoring, or it's just juice that's healthy. But the truth is, those small choices can send your hormones in the wrong direction before you've even had breakfast. The good news is your body is highly responsive. When you stop sending it the wrong signals and start the day with drinks that support balance instead of stress, you allow your testosterone to rise naturally, setting the stage for more energy, better focus, and greater strength throughout the day. Let's talk about one of the biggest testosterone killers hiding in plain sight. Those fancy coffee drinks so many men start their mornings with. I'm talking about caramel macchiatos, vanilla lattes, mocha frappes, or even so-called energy coffees that come preloaded with syrup. They taste good. They give you that initial rush. They've become part of a daily routine, but the truth is, they're quietly working against your testosterone. Here's why. The moment you drink one of these sugar-loaded coffees, your blood sugar shoots up. Your body responds by releasing a flood of insulin to bring that sugar back down. And while that might seem harmless, insulin has a direct blocking effect on testosterone production. Think of it like this. Your testosterone engine is just starting to rev up in the morning, but every time you hit it with a sugary coffee, it's like slamming the brakes right as the car is trying to accelerate. Your hormones stall, and instead of starting the day strong, your testosterone gets stuck in neutral. I know this can be frustrating, because many men believe they're doing something harmless after all. It's just coffee. But when you make this a daily habit, you're keeping your testosterone suppressed without even realizing it. The good news is, you don't have to give up your morning coffee. What you need to do is simplify it. Black coffee, or coffee with just a splash of milk or cream, gives you the caffeine lift without flooding your body with sugar. And if you want a little flavor, a sprinkle of cinnamon or unsweetened cocoa powder can do the trick without wrecking your hormones. You don't have to abandon your morning ritual. You just need to shift it in a way that supports your testosterone instead of sabotaging it. By making this one small change, you'll notice your energy feels steadier, your focus sharper, and your mornings start working for you, not against you. One of the most common ways men unintentionally sabotage their testosterone every morning is with those fancy coffee drinks that look harmless but are loaded with sugar. I'm talking about caramel macchiatos, vanilla lattes, white chocolate mochas, and even the so-called energy coffees you see in convenience stores. They may feel like a small treat to start the day, but the truth is, they're setting you up for a hormonal crash before your day even begins. Here's what happens. The large amount of syrup and sugar in those drinks causes your blood sugar to spike almost instantly. Your body then has no choice but to release a surge of insulin to bring those levels back down. And while insulin is doing its job with your blood sugar, it also interferes with testosterone production. Think of it like this: your testosterone is like an engine just starting to warm up in the morning. It's ready to accelerate and carry you through the day. But when you flood your system with a sugary coffee, it's like slamming the brakes just as the car begins to move. Instead of gaining momentum, your testosterone stalls out, leaving you feeling sluggish and unmotivated. I know this can be frustrating, especially if you thought your morning coffee routine was harmless or even helpful. You are not alone. Many men make this same mistake without realizing how much it impacts their energy, focus, and drive. And here's the good news. You don't need to give up coffee to protect your testosterone. What you need to do is clean it up. Simple black coffee or coffee with just a splash of milk or cream gives you the caffeine boost without wrecking your hormones. If you like flavor, add cinnamon, unsweetened cocoa, or even a few drops of vanilla extract. Small changes like this can make a huge difference because they allow your testosterone to rise naturally in the morning instead of being shut down. By making this one adjustment, you'll start your day on your body's side, and over time, you'll feel stronger, sharper, and more in control. Another hidden testosterone killer that many men still believe is healthy as that glass of juice you might be pouring with breakfast. Orange juice, apple juice. Even those so-called 100% natural breakfast blends are often marketed as a smart start to your day, but the reality is very different. These drinks are packed with fructose, a form of sugar that your body processes in a unique way. Unlike glucose, which your muscles can burn for energy, fructose gets sent almost entirely to your liver. And when your liver is flooded with more fructose than it can handle, it starts turning that sugar into fat. Over time, this buildup of liver fat interferes with hormone balance and, worse, triggers a rise in estrogen, the opposite hormone of what you want as a man. Let me give you an analogy. Drinking a glass of processed juice is like pouring syrup into your car's oil tank. At first, it may seem smooth and harmless, but as the syrup thickens, it gums up the system, and soon the engine can't run the way it should. Your body is the same way. That morning juice may taste refreshing, but inside, it's clogging your liver and blocking the pathways that keep your testosterone strong. I know this can feel discouraging, especially if you've been told your whole life that juice is part of a balanced breakfast. You are not alone. This is one of the most common misconceptions I see in my patients. The good news is, there's a much healthier alternative. Instead of drinking your fruit, eat it whole. When you eat an orange or an apple, the fiber slows down the absorption of sugar, which keeps your liver safe and your hormones balanced. If you enjoy smoothies, blend whole fruits with their pulp and fiber intact, not just the juice. That way, you still get the flavor and nutrition without the testosterone sabotaging sugar spike. By making this one change, you give your body a chance to protect its testosterone levels, keep your liver clean, and start your day with real fuel that supports your energy and strength. Now let's talk about another drink that so many men reach for when they feel they need an instant kick of energy. Cans of Monster, Red Bull, or those pre-workout energy drinks that promise to light you up first thing in the morning. On the surface, they seem like the perfect fix you're tired. You chug one, and within minutes you feel alert and ready to go. But inside your body, something very different is happening. These drinks don't just deliver caffeine. They're packed with synthetic stimulants, sugar, and chemical additives that flood your system and cause a sharp spike in cortisol, which is your primary stress hormone. And here's the critical piece. Cortisol and testosterone work like a seesaw. When cortisol shoots up, testosterone gets pushed down. That means every time you rely on an energy drink to get going, you're sending your testosterone into a nosedive. The short-term burst comes at the cost of long-term strength, energy, and hormone balance. Think of it like whipping a tired horse with a stick. Yes, it will sprint for a moment, but over time, you're exhausting it, weakening it, and pushing it toward collapse. I know this can be frustrating, because when you're dragging in the morning, grabbing an energy drink feels like the easiest solution. You are not alone. So many men get stuck in this cycle of fatigue and artificial boosts, not realizing they're draining the very hormone that gives them natural energy in the first place. The truth is, your body doesn't need that overload. What it needs is a steady, supportive lift, not a hormonal shock. The good news is, there are safer options that keep your testosterone intact. If you need a boost, stick to moderate black coffee or a cup of green tea. Both provide enough caffeine to help you focus, but without the massive cortisol surge that energy drinks cause. By making this change, you stop punishing your body with artificial highs and start supporting it in the way it was designed, allowing your testosterone to rise naturally so you feel steady, strong, and in control throughout the day. So let's take a moment to recap what we've uncovered together. The first trap is sugary coffee drinks, those flavored lattes, and syrup-loaded macchiatos. They may taste good, but the sugar spike they create leads to an insulin surge. And insulin acts like a hand pressing down on your testosterone, keeping it from rising the way it should. The second trap is bottled fruit juices that look healthy on the outside but are packed with fructose. Your liver ends up turning that excess fructose into fat, and that process doesn't just damage your liver, it also increases estrogen, which directly works against your testosterone. And the third trap is energy drinks, like Monster, Red Bull, and pre-workout cans. These flood your body with caffeine and synthetic stimulants that spike cortisol, your main stress hormone. As soon as cortisol climbs, testosterone falls. I know this can sound discouraging, especially if these drinks have been part of your routine for years, but here's the truth. You are not powerless. By simply changing what you drink in the morning, you can begin to reclaim your energy, your motivation, and your confidence. Your mornings can either drag you down or set the tone for your entire day end. The choice is in your hands. I want you to see this not as a restriction, but as an opportunity to give your body the support it's been asking for all along. When you choose better habits, your body rewards you quickly with clearer focus, steadier strength, and renewed vitality. And here's my encouragement too. You don't just keep this knowledge to yourself. Share it with other men who might be feeling the same struggles you've been facing. And if you want more practical, science-based advice that helps you protect your health and your masculinity, subscribe to this channel and join a community of men taking back control of their health. This is your time to take action, and it starts with one simple choice tomorrow morning.